talking points.
That's what he does.
Near Beaton in his comments regarding it's quite funny to actually say it. It's nonsense that Celtic fans are complaining about recent form, how Celtic shouldn't have anything to worry about. Next talking point, the Green Brigade's banner recently, not the one for last week, the one recently today. We will reflect on the AC Milan game in this video, but right now, please hit that subscribe button. Be prepared for some football chat. Talking point 1, near Beaton. So apparently Celtic winning 2 games out of 11 is something that we should respect, something that we shouldn't concern over, something that we shouldn't bring up some sort of fight against from the fans' protests. I don't agree with that near Beaton. I think personally, coming from especially yourself, someone who's been lazy and gave away ridiculous fouls that led to the penalty, actually. It led to the penalty against Hibs that Scott Brown gave away, but beforehand, near Beaton was the one to cause that. I think that's quite cheap coming for yourself. I think on your day you can be a great player, but you've been lazy, you're being arrogant with the comments. You need to look at yourself, look at the team, tell your teammates that it is just simply not good enough, and the fans have got every right to be protesting. I will back the team through and through thick and thin, right? Whoever's in charge, I will back, but what we need to get here is an understanding between the fans and the board, which leads me on to my next point, the Green Brigade's banner. Now, you've seen in the picture next to me that, of course, Dermot Desmond, Peter Lawwell and Neil Lennon are in the picture, but the Celtic fans have lost connection. That's pretty much it. The Celtic fans will back the club through everything, right? We will always back the club, we'll never walk away from the club, but the people in charge right now are just not caring about what the fans want. I understand that the protests were a bit extreme last week. It was uncalled for. It was not right, and I would never agree going forward for it to happen again, right? It should never have happened. But the fans are just angry and they're upset. Now, the way they went about it could have been done differently. But going for 10 in a row, right? See, 2 wins out of 11 for Celtic themselves, regardless of 10 in a row in a normal season, it is just horrendous, right? And it's worse because we're chasing the biggest league title in our history, right? This could mark 10 in a row, something that's never been done before. And right now we are in serious trouble. Right now, that doesn't mean, right, before anyone jumps the gun, that I think we're not going to come back. I strongly do believe so. But the board, the manager and the fans need to unite again. Right now, we're not going to see eye to eye until, of course, a new manager comes in Neil Lennon's place. I think the board themselves are showing positive confidence in Neil Lennon, that unfortunately is putting Neil Lennon in a position where he thinks he can still be the manager for the club. We all love Neil Lennon, but unfortunately, that's just not the case. False confidence telling him that he's the right man, he's right this, and he's got the backing of him. And that is leaving Neil Lennon in a position where he thinks he's going to keep giving his all, right? That's the thing, he's a Celtic fan, so if the board says they're going to back him, he's going to keep giving and trying his best to fix this issue until someone tells him that he can't, and that someone is going to have to be the board. Unfortunately, the way it is right now is the board has shown so much confidence in him, telling him that they'll back him through thick and thin, which of course Celtic fans would do, but we've seen clear as day now that he's not the man to take us forward. He's the man that can support us for the sidelines as a fan, but as a manager, no, not anymore. Love and respect the guy, I don't blame him straight out, I blame the board. The board are the one giving false confidence into his head, into his ego, making him think that he's still the man for the job. Basically, right, last night, of course, we lost to AC Milan 4-2 away at the San Siro in the Europa League. Nobody expected us to win this game, right? We could have had a reaction, which we did the first 20 minutes. We took a 2-0 lead, by the way, which was sensational. Everyone thought we are back. We showed a bit of spirit. The spirit that I know is in the players, right? It's just a matter of waking them up. They're lions sleeping, right? Pretty much. That's the best way to describe it. But We lost the game 4-2. Nobody expected us to win. It was a pointless game for us, really, and it was a game that AC Milan probably wanted to win anyway because they're still trying to top the group itself. But it was a pointless game. We showed a bit of spirit. That's the main thing. Now, going into the game on Sunday or Saturday, when is it? Going into the game at the weekend, that's the biggest one because it's a league. We cannot afford any more slip-ups. We cannot afford any more drop points. We can't afford another draw. It needs to be a win. It can't be anything less than a victory. How we do it, I don't care. I know we need to get a good performance to kind of get us back into some sort of rhythm going into the following game. But right now, we just need all 3 points. I think that he definitely needs to be starting Edward, Rogic, and possibly Griffiths needs to be playing, right? If he's fully fit, he needs to be starting because to me, he is one of the only players, regardless of the team not wanting to play for the manager, that he would overcome that, not give a toss if he's on the field and just give his all. That's what you get for Lee Griffiths. You get shots on target and you end up with goals, right? He's so prolific and he's a player that we desperately need on the park. So it's a game, there's no doubt we can't lose, right? In his head, we don't know what's going on in his head, right? He's a Celtic fan who, like I said, is getting false confidence through right at him, right? So he thinks he's still the guy to do this, when really he's not, right? He's really not. He took us far, he's done a lot for us, and we'll never forget that. But right now, I think he needs to be a fan, and he needs to step aside for someone else to come in. But also, on the other hand, the board, are not helping matters by giving them false confidence. So as Celtic fans, all we can do really is back the team anytime they're playing. Right? We can't be against the team. Be against the board, of course, with their decisions recently. But don't be against the team, and don't be against Lennon while he's in charge, because we don't know what's going through his head. Guys, put your comments below and please subscribe.